Now, it's totally fine if you've had this issue. Everyone has, where you feel like sometimes your trail hand, so your right hand for a right-handed golfer, gets far too involved in the shot. Or, on the flip side of that coin, doesn't get involved in the shot enough to give you any power. It's to do with the placement of this right knuckle on your first finger. That's how you get control. That's also how you get power. This is sort of not talked about enough, in my opinion. And you might be thinking, Alex, why on earth are you talking about your trail hand? Well, this channel is powered by you, the viewers, and I've got this question in from Kevin that says, when gripping the golf club, which hand goes on first? Is it your glove hand or non-glove hand for a right-handed player? And I think that's absolutely key, because if you get the wrong order, and more importantly, the wrong positioning, you're on a road to nowhere. And most golfers that are right-handed, we play right-handed, and we think this right hand is the source of all our power. And I'll be honest with you, if it's not in the right position, this source of all this power gets you into trouble. And when you're on a hole like we are here, where you have out of bounds down the left, you have trees down the right-hand side, you need accuracy, and you need power. Now this one we need to cover first. When our right hand is far too under that golf club, I'm going to show you the finished product here once we get it, and I'll show you where this finishes on this hole exactly. But have a look at this on player cam. When you get your right hand too much under that golf club, like that, right, and then you see where your right knuckle is there, it's like round here, and the club's too much in the palm. And you know what, I would encourage you just to try this, right? Look at my position of my right hand there. Look how much rotation I can have of that club face. I can have so much. And to be perfectly honest with you, when you can have far too much rotation in your right hand, this club face is going to point closed. So for a right-hander, we're going to hit it very, very left. And for a left-hander, we're going to hit it so far off to the right. Like, look at that positioning there. That right there is exactly what I'm on about. Look where that knuckle is as reference. It's sort of far to this side of the golf club. And as you've just learned, that is going to make your golf club so close. So we've got the first error done and dusted. The next one is a killer too. If you're someone who's lacking power, and I did say to you, you would have more power and more accuracy with this video, but back to lacking power, this is where we have our right hand far too on top of the golf club, and it sort of gets our wrist in this motion. Now for some people, we think this is right, but look at that there. That is killer. We're more likely to be open face. You're also more likely to not be able to release this golf club, be able to use the wrist correctly in the backswing, create power, store power. Essentially, that's where we need to keep way out of it. Okay, there's just one more you need to be aware of. And then once I've shown you this, I'll show you exactly what we're looking for. I sort of briefly touched on it when the club is too much in the palm, but it's when this right knuckle is too far around this golf club round here. We've got to avoid having our hand looking like that. That is so bad for us. I promise you, it's so bad. As I mentioned at the start of the video, we don't want our right hand getting involved. Because I want you to stand here and go, you know what, I'm pretty confident I can hit it down the fairway. That's not in play. And also when you're weak, that's not in play. So this is exactly the routine that I would use on the golf course. Once you're aware of this, I don't think you'll ever go back. In fact, let me correct myself. You will never, ever go back. I know this is all about the trail hand, but it'd be remiss of me not just to sort of remind you of this. Look, that's where the lead hand, your glove hand, needs to go. Like, look at where I placed that. Just in there. And now when we're talking about the perfect placement of our trail hand, our right hand, what I really need you to look for is this key. And I'll be honest, we asked the question at the start of the video, what hand goes on the golf club first? Definitely your glove hand. Always place your glove hand on first and then work your right hand like this. These are the checkpoints that I sort of remind myself. I put my finger up. I'm an interlocker, to be honest, but you don't need to be. If you were overlap or baseball, these are still very similar. So finger up, and look how I placed that. In the base of the fingers again. Look at that there. That's really key. That's really key. And then I'm focusing on sort of this area of the thumb fitting in here. And they just go together nicely. So it shouldn't sit on top, shouldn't sit too low or underneath it. It sort of sits on there like that. So I get it on there, and my fingers go on, and then this right knuckle, which gives you power and control, wants to sit behind the golf club, in there. So not there, not there, right behind the shaft, in this area. So just to show you that a little closer there, have a look at that. That's where I place it. So my club head's there, and have a look where my right knuckle is. It's right in here. And I feel like I've got control and I can put the power in on the right hand. And again, look at it just there. As I was saying, I feel like I can put the power in on the right hand without missing it right, or without having to put too much power in to stop missing it left. Like look, that knuckle sits on the right hand side of the golf shaft. And that's exactly the routine I need you to follow. It's as easy as that. I go in, crease, right knuckle behind. There I feel I can put power into this and not worry about missing it left and missing it right. Now with all these videos, I'm a big believer in, you've got to talk the talk, you've got to be able to walk the walk. So watch this ball flight up here, and I'll just give you a little few keys to take away from you in this video. I'll also tell you how you can get involved, just like we answered this question at the start. So my hand's on, my knuckles behind, that's where I want it to sit. Feel I've got power, feel I've got this in that shot, which is exactly what I want to feel here. Oh, and look at that. I felt like I could release that, hit that as hard as I want, without worrying about that, and without certainly worrying about that. Oh, you know what? I am absolutely made up with that. I tell you that, made up with that. And now I definitely know there's a hole at your golf club where you can use that information to lower your scores. Let's go and show you where this finished, because as I say, I believe if you've got to talk the talk, you've got to be able to walk the walk. But before that, I'm trying to remind you, like, this channel is powered by you, the viewers. And if you want to get involved just like Kevin, well, it's dead easy. As long as you subscribe, you turn on the bell, and just pop whatever you need help with down below in the comments. I'd be more than happy to help you play your best golf this summer. Look, we teed off right down there, and can we appreciate how narrow it is right here? Just to show you that, we teed off right down there. I should have said this at the start. This is the same no matter if you've got an iron, a wedge in your hand, whatever club, it works just the same. Left hand on first for a right-handed golfer, then place your hands on fingers, crease of the thumb sits in between the palm on your right hand, and get that knuckle behind. Thanks so much for watching, and I know now you're going to have the confidence that your right hand's not going to be lacking power, but also get far too involved.